Okay, this one is what? This is your perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector is important. Let me just draw it out. Okay, perpendicular bisector is a concept that you must know from AMF college geometry. Okay, so what does the perpendicular bisector do? It cuts it at right angle, and most importantly, it cuts it into half. What happened to my line? Okay, it cuts it into half. So what happens from here is uh, this will be equal, this will be equal. So this point over here is your midpoint. Okay, so what we have here is that they say that there's a line, so point A is negative 2 and k, B is 0 and 7, and then it passes through the point. The perpendicular passes through the point somewhere like anyhow, okay? So C, right, is 3k and 0. But we know that it lies on the x-axis, but don't need to purposely draw on the scale lah. Wait, let me think. Okay. So then from here, right, they say find the gradient of the perpendicular bisector in terms of k. So find your gradient of AB first. So now got unknown, so we be a bit careful, okay? Gradient of AB, k minus 7 over minus 2 minus 0. So k minus 7 over minus 2. If you got 7 minus k over 2, same thing, okay? Okay, but what happens here is, what's the understanding of the perpendicular lines? Okay, gradient of AB multiplied by gradient of perpendicular bisector is always equals to minus 1. So in order to find the other one, right, you just take minus 1, divide by what you already have. So your gradient of your perpendicular bisector, okay, is just negative 1 divided by this. Okay, negative 1 divided by this. So you need to simplify lah. Change the divide to times. And then it will become like that. So you just manipulate top times top. So 2 over k minus 7. So this will be your answer. Okay? No more. Uh, if you did it the other way, then your answer will be minus 2 over 7 minus k. Okay? Either is fine. Alright, so this is your important concept. So perpendicular bisector, always make sure midpoint as well as your gradient is a negative reciprocal. So negative one divide by the other one. Okay, now they want us to find the possible values of k. Why is this question 7 marks? Very scary, right? Okay, what we need to do from here is there are a lot of things that we have to see because it's 7 marks, so there's a lot of work, right? Okay, what do I already have? I have the gradient of the AB, and I have gradient of perpendicular bisector. Okay, so what I need to do here is I haven't used point C. Do you agree with me? I haven't used point C yet. So what I want to think of is let's try see whether I can find the equation of any lines or not. Okay, I think this one here a bit tedious already. So I don't know whether your school taught you this. Y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. This is usually a faster way. Okay, a faster way of finding equation of the lines lah. All right. So what I have here is that let me just find the gradient. Let me find maybe the equation of the perpendicular bisector because I feel like I want to use this one. Okay. So equation of perpendicular bisector. What I have is I have my gradient. Okay, this is my gradient, right? This one here is my gradient. Okay. Then after that, I have let's see. Okay, so I need another point, correct or not? So how do I find the other point from here? Let me see. So I want to find equation of the perpendicular bisector, which is this yellow line here, right? I need to find the midpoint, correct or not? So how do I find the midpoint? Let's do our midpoint. Okay, so I want to find that midpoint. I put MP, okay? Midpoint is just adding each of the x and y coordinates together, divide by 2. So minus 2 plus 0, this is your x coordinate. Then k plus 7 is a plus, okay? Divide by 2. Like how we find turning points for your E math, same logic, okay? So this is minus 1. All right. But this one is just like that. This one is just like that, right? Okay. So what I have here is that, okay, if let's say we use whatever that we already know, okay? So what I have here is that y equals to mx plus c, okay? Let's try. So y equals to mx plus c. Will it be a bit torturous? I think it will be. Um, I think it will be a little bit torturous for y equals to mx plus c, but you can go ahead and try that, okay? So what I will do is, let me think. So let's say, for example, right, if I think equation 2 troublesome, right, what do I already have? So now, right, I have this coordinate and this coordinate, correct or not? So we try to think simple. Instead of finding equation, I already have the gradient, what? And I have 2 points, what? Won't these 2 points also give me the same gradient? Right? Okay, so what I have here is that the point is 3k. So we have this one, the other point is 3k and 0 ma. So I do my y2 minus y1 nonsense okay? So what I have here is that, okay, my y2 minus y1 so it's what? K plus 7 over 2. The only problem is got the over 2 lah, okay? And if you don't want, right, I can help you also. So let's say if you don't want that to happen, right, instead of k plus 7 over 2, you can write it as my x coordinate is negative 1. My y coordinate can be what? 0.5k plus 3.5. Hey, it makes it so much easier, right? Okay, I can do that lah, Okay, so my y2, 3.5, 0.5k plus 3.5. This is my y2 minus y1. So y2 minus y1. Okay, what, right? Then over x2 minus x1. Okay, and this thing equals to what? What's the gradient there? The gradient just now found already, 2 over k minus 7. Okay, this one just need to be a bit careful. So 2 multiplied by this, and this is k minus 7 multiplied by 0.5k plus 3.5. Okay, so now we're going to open up. Minus 2 minus 6k, rainbow 0.5k square plus 3.5k minus, what is minus 7 times 0.5? Minus 3.5k, oh, gone, oh my gosh. Then what is minus 7 times 3.5? So minus 24.5. Okay, let's group everything together. This one gone, Okay, I'm going to reorder, okay? 0.5, skip steps, Then plus 6k. This is minus 22.5 equals to 0. I times 2, okay? Otherwise cannot solve. So k square, 12k, 45. Okay, so once we have this part here, right, then you continue, then you can see from here. So I believe if you cheat with your calculator, you will get k equals to 3 or k equals minus 15. So try to think simple, lor. I know it's 7 marks, sounds very scary. So you might think, oh, I must use equation of the line, right? But then I realized, wow, too many unknowns. I torture myself if I do if I do my equation of the line, right? So might be better, right? I just use gradient, so we think simple from here. So then at the end of the day, so let me draw an arrow. Okay, so at the end of the day, two answers from here. Okay, okay, not too scary this question, but need to understand the concept of perpendicular bisector, gradient of perpendicular lines. What's the relationship? All right.